Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Expedition Erudite. The animal kingdom, as we saw on Monday, is a strange and wondrous place. It's filled with majestic animals, both predator and prey. Both on land and in sea, there is no shortage of creatures to astound. Today, we'll dive back under the surface of the water to take a look at a species belonging to one of the most majestic groups of creatures the world has to offer, the humpback whale. So, strap on your knowledge knapsack and let's launch today's Expedition Erudite. Whales are a widely varied group of animals. Some species can grow to over 100 feet like the blue whale, while another species, the dwarf sperm whale, averages around 7 to 8 feet. There are filter feeders who filter krill and plankton out of the water as they pull the liquid in and push it back out. And there are whales that eat the good old-fashioned way, with a chomp. There are numerous species like the beluga whale, which are known for their astonishing vocalizations. And many whale species migrate extreme distances every year. The humpback has many of these wonderful features and attributes, so let's take a look. Upon first seeing a humpback whale, it isn't uncommon to uncontrollably spout, "Look at how big it is!" And being able to reach lengths of 60 feet and weights nearing 40 tons, the humpback whale is a behemoth of the seas. Though not as large as the blue whale, not many creatures in the oceans can match the humpback's size. In fact, the size of a full-grown humpback whale heart is about the size of a small piano and comes in at around 400 pounds, more than double the weight of the average adult human. Called a fluke, the tail of a humpback whale can span up to 18 feet from tip to tip, about the size of 3 grown men head to toe. Oftentimes, the flukes have unique patterns on them like fingerprints, allowing researchers to track and identify specific whales wherever they pop up. And pop up they must. As mammals, humpback whales do have to breach the surface periodically in order to breathe. When born, the humpback calves can only hold their breath for a few minutes, and even as adults, their capacity is typically between 15 to 30 minutes. It isn't just the size you'll notice when first seeing a humpback whale either. The species is also known for its uniquely textured head. Though the bumps on the head appear strange, these physical attributes are purposeful and biologically essential. Each of the small bumps on their head, termed tubercles, encloses a hair follicle thought to amplify their tactile perception. Basically, the bumps make it easier for the whales to feel. They're also known for their astonishingly massive pectoral fins. These fins, reaching up to 1/3 their body lengths, contribute greatly to the humpback's remarkable agility, allowing the giant animal to navigate tight turns and even giving it the ability to swim backward. Like many mammals, humpbacks have strong parental instincts, especially the mothers. For the first year of a calf's life, it can only consume milk from a humpback. Daily, the calf can consume up to 600 liters of its mother's milk. This complete dependence creates an incredibly strong bond between the two, but it can also make things very dire should anything ever happen to the mother. The calves are also fairly helpless against any potential threats, relying entirely on their mother to protect them, which the mother will do without question. Many females are dotted with scars from protecting their calves from predators like orcas. Though males are not very parentally minded, they can oftentimes become what is called an escort. These males, with the idea of mating with the mother, will follow the female around, even if she has a calf. This extra body serves as a great layer of extra protection for those calves as they grow. During the summer months, humpback whales prefer colder waters, often being found at higher latitudes. In the north, The Gulf of Alaska, the Bering Sea, and areas off of Norway, Greenland, and Newfoundland all serve as humpback feeding grounds. In the south, humpbacks can be found navigating the waters of the Antarctic. When it begins to grow colder, though, humpbacks begin a migration which serves as one of the longest in the world. Heading to warmer waters, the humpback whale relies on a combination of environmental cues and possibly even Earth's magnetic field to chart their course. During their migration, they're known to consistently use specific routes, with some paths being used by generations of whales. Throughout this epic journey, humpbacks exhibit a combination of physical endurance, navigational skill, and even social interactions that make their migration one of the most fascinating phenomena in the animal kingdom. At the end of the 5,000-mile journey, typically in waters around Hawaii, Baja California, the Caribbean, Australia, Tonga, and Madagascar, the humpback whales begin looking for a mate. During the colder season, it isn't uncommon for them to go the entire time without eating, focusing purely on mating and rearing the newborn calves. Once the water begins turning warmer, the whales turn back and return to their northern grounds. One of the most fascinating features of the humpback whale is their wide array of songs and calls. Primarily vocalized by males, the humpback whale songs are so intricate that they can be broken down into units, phrases, and even themes. Songs are also copied. It has been noted that whales all over the world sing the exact same songs, and when a new song gets introduced, it spreads across the entire whale population. Singing at typically lower frequencies, the humpback whale song can carry underwater for nearly 20 miles, communicating across great distances a plethora of different possible messages. The humpback whale is an absolutely majestic creature, but they still face a myriad of threats. One of the largest threats they currently face is entanglement within fishing nets. When stuck in the nets, the whales are unable to breach the surface to breathe, ultimately leading to the animal not being able to survive. I was unable to find numbers for humpback whales specifically, but estimates put the number at 300,000 whales of all species falling victim to fishing nets each year. That isn't their only threat, though. Plastics in the ocean can possibly poison their food sources, which is a growing problem for the beloved mammal, and some countries do still hunt them. However, the humpback whale population does have international protections, which have allowed many of their species to bounce back after nearing extinction. And for many generations to come, we will continue to be able to enjoy the magnificence of the humpback whale. Thank you so much for coming along with me on today's Expedition Erudite. And until our next expedition, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep learning.